Hello and welcome to another episode of the CUFI Weekly. And we can finally say, after over 2 years, the hostages are all home. For over 2 years, we prayed, we demanded, we rallied, we wore symbols of solidarity, such as these dog tags. I got mine in Israel in December 2023, just hoping that we would no longer need them. And this week, the body of Ran Givili was returned to Israel, discovered by the IDF, where he was buried. Now, it's a strange situation, and we have to acknowledge that. While there is no doubt joy, relief that this ordeal is over, and this ordeal has stretched longer than October 7th. This is the first time since 2014 that there are no Israeli hostages being held in Gaza. Avira Mangitsu was another hostage who had wandered into Gaza. He has some mental illnesses and he was held captive by Hamas. Hadar Golden, an IDF soldier whose body was held in Gaza by Hamas for over a decade, was also returned. And it is truly a challenge, because while this chapter has closed, while the call of bring them home thankfully is no longer relevant, the trauma, the struggle is not over. Families are forever destroyed. A nation is sharing in a collective trauma of what occurred. So many people who were taken alive were brought back to be buried. The PTSD these families are facing, the challenges, so please don't forget them in this moment. While this is a moment to be thankful, we must also remember the road ahead for so many people. It begs the bigger question of values. How many of us prayed and hoped beyond hope that Ariel and Kafir Bibas and their mother Shiri would be returned to Israel alive? And it was only during the exchange, when we saw the coffins, that we knew that we had to accept the brutal truth. How many times was that done? The hostages who were paraded in front of crowds in Gaza. And in a week where we also have Holocaust Memorial Day, it's a poignant reminder that the war against the Jews did not start on October 7, 2023, and it hasn't ended with the return of Ran Givili to Israel. The hatred of the Jewish people is a cancer, a disease which has intertwined itself, latched onto the very fabric of humanity, and it manifests itself in various ways. It manifests its way in the kidnapping of men, women, and children. It manifests itself in the way of ignoring the murder of 2 Jewish babies simply because they were Jewish. As we look to the future, with no Israelis being held in Gaza, living or dead, we must ensure that what happened on October 7th isn't forgotten. And we must hold those people accountable who justified and continue to justify that massacre. Throughout American history, we have made the choice to do what's right, stand up for what is moral, not remain silent. This is another one of those crossroads. That's why we must be louder than those shouting anti-Semitism and spreading anti-Semitism. That is why I employ every single CUFI member. Shout it from the rooftops, shout it to your friends, your family, that Israel and the Jewish people are not alone, and that anti-Semitism will not go unchallenged on our watch. This is Qasim Hafiz for the CUFI Weekly. For Zion's sake, do not remain silent. Thanks for checking out this episode. Be sure to like and subscribe so you get a notification every time a new episode hits. And if you want to check out some of our previous episodes, and we've got some really good ones, click on one of the thumbnails and that will take you right there. And finally, if you want to know more about CUFI and the work we do, go to cufi.org
to check out all the resources we have available free to you.